process of cutting the beams began, and we would come up and visit the beams every once in a while as they were being cut. And yeah, and then when they were all done, we had made arrangements of the day they were going to come and deliver them, which happened to be the rainiest day that you can imagine.
February, right?
In February. And they were there for the week to construct it.
It's your home. It's the largest asset that you'll ever have. It's where you're going to have your family and your grandchildren. It's your home. And so when they came, and they were there for a week, and we immediately connected, and Marsha would take them to the zoo, the children to the zoo and into the city of Pittsburgh, and cook lunches for them every day, so that we were immersed into their family lifestyle right away. And when that process was over, then that week was over, looking at that structure, it was pretty amazing.
It was pretty amazing. Just we had the crane there, and the crane would, everything was laid on the ground on the foundation, and it was just, everything was lifted, and the height, our home is very high, and just to see them scrambling around up there, I wouldn't be up there. And then at the end of that process, they put the Christmas tree at the highest peak for good luck.
Right.
And so Jim Carnegie climbed up there to put that Christmas tree up. And also the fact that they bring their whole families and their children. We had bales of hay in our driveway, and that's where we would sit. It happened to be a very warm February week. And that's where we would sit every day and have our lunch. So we had a wonderful, wonderful relationship with them.
And then we had them sign the post that's on the first floor at the entrance to the steps going to the second floor. They all signed, and what was funny was their driver at the time was Chuck Tingsley, I think? Tingley, who's since passed. Chuck's name was the largest signature on the post.
I think that at first it's just so glorious and beautiful, and as the years go by, it's like living in any other house. We don't realize our living room is 35 feet high, but we don't see it that way. But when anyone else comes in, it's like, oh my goodness. But it's our home. It's our home, and it's beautiful, and we're very proud of it. And
but I think that's kind of the fun part when people come for the first time. Not many people have been in timber frame homes. So when they come for the first time, it's not that our home is extremely large or extremely glorious, but just people seeing that construction, the uniqueness of it. It's a fun process to go through.
The areas that I like, we have one balcony, and then we have a long loft on the second floor. And they're just nice little cozy places to go and sit and read a book. You know, you're a little bit away from everything, but still in the midst of everything. And I think, and my kitchen, I love my kitchen. It's very large, and that's, of course, where everybody gathers.
But I think mine, when we first designed it, there was a room between the foyer and the kitchen and the bedrooms bordered by the stairway to the second floor. And Marsha called it the keeping room and found a sign for the keeping room. We've since remodeled that, and now it's called the Foxtrot Tavern. So it's sort of a darkened tavern area.
Our lane is named Foxtrot Lane.
Right. As a matter of fact, over the years, I've shown Oakbridge Timber Framing calendars and Oakbridge websites. We've talked to friends and relatives and other people at Oakbridge Timber Framers, and young people that are looking to build new homes. They're always on our mind. We're always trying to make recommendations, and I would suggest Oakbridge Timber Framing to anybody who is building a new home.
Oakbridge to me feels like part of my family. So even though we don't see each other very often, Oakbridge is always in the forefront of my mind and wondering what they're doing. The Oakbridge home we have is beautiful, it's unique, we know that it's going to last, and the workmanship that Oakbridge did was phenomenal, and we couldn't be more pleased.
No, I think if there's anything at all, you talk about the initial construction of the home, putting up the beams and then the stress skin panels, finishing that off and then starting to do landscaping, and then each and every year I think we've had a new project to enhance to enhance that structure in some way or another. And so it's an ongoing process that I don't think that we would have done if we would have built a traditional stick home.